This is the hardest escape room in Minecraft. My friend challenged me to escape in less than 10 minutes. Let's do this. I spawned in a small room with some beds and some carpet. I broke the bed to see if there was anything under, and sure enough, there was a wooden pressure plate. But nothing happened, so I tried breaking it and using it to open the door. And with that, I was officially out. I took a look around and I saw two green and blue colored doors with some paintings and some quartz blocks around the sides. There was a weird block in front of me, and it was an advanced enchantment table. I didn't know how to use it, so I took a look around elsewhere, and I found this small cell, and underneath the bed, there was a piece of string under a frame. I took that, but there wasn't much I could do with it, until I saw two buttons hidden along the sides. I climbed up the small room and pressed on it, and a dispenser put out some TNT, and boom, I went to go pick up some items. There wasn't much, just a couple of string, flint, sticks, and feathers. I took another look around and I noticed there were these small holes. So I went inside and tried to see if there was anything hidden underneath. And surely enough, there was a chest right here with some diamond boots. I went over to the crafting table on the side and tried to see if I could craft anything. And I could craft a bow, a fishing rod, and some arrows. So I took that and I realized I could press the wooden button by just shooting an arrow at it. And afterwards, experience started falling down, and it was a lot of experience. I got almost 18 levels. And I wasn't sure where to go next, but I figured I'd go back to the crafting table since there was probably something behind it. And there was another button. So I used my bow, and this time the quartz blocks on the side popped out, which means there was definitely a way to go up. But I couldn't quite figure out what I needed, so I went back to the table and I found an enchantment that would help me get up there, which was double jump. So I enchanted that with the experience I got from earlier, and I tried it out. I could jump 2 times now. This was exactly what I needed. So then I started jumping up, doing some parkour, and eventually I got up to one of the paintings. I broke that one, and behind it there was a button with a sign. I guess my friend didn't expect me to get here. But anyways, I pressed the button, and I noticed the door on the green panel opened up. The second blue door I wanted to get to, but I didn't really have a way. So we'll come back for that later. I jumped over 2 more blocks, and there was another painting in front of me. This one was a little bit different. I popped it open, but there wasn't anything inside. One more jump and I was finally able to reach the green door, which was a big checkpoint. But with just 5 minutes left, I needed to hurry. There was a hallway with a door on the other end, surrounded by torches, and a weird opening in the ceiling. I took a peek inside the door, and I didn't see anything like a button or a lever. So I decided to break some of the torches and see if that would open it. And oddly enough, one of the torches in my inventory didn't stack, which meant that it was special. I tried placing it next to the door and right-clicked it, and it opened up the door like a lever. I needed to clear my inventory in a trash can and apparently jump down a hole that led to nowhere, but I guess I didn't really have a choice. What happened next completely caught me off guard. Instead of dying, I fell into a whole different room with a hole in the ceiling. I took a look around to find an orange door, a dispenser, a blue door, and a water hole on the floor with a chest that I couldn't open or break. On one of the corners, there was a crafting table surrounded by barriers, so I could only use it. There was a villager who was trading some leather, and they were also standing on a pressure plate. The right hand side of the room had 6 pressure plates with the numbers 1 to 6 labeled for each of them. The left side of the room had a small pig pen. I saw from the other side that there was a pressure plate just like the villagers. And so first I went inside the water to see if there was anything under, and surely enough, there was a hopper with 2 string and 5 sticks, which a total would be 5 items, but here I needed 6. So I thought for a second, and I realized I could craft a fishing rod and catch 6 fish to drop instead. So I went fishing, and soon after I caught 6 different fish, which would be just enough to trigger the pressure plates and hopefully give me something to get up to those doors. And afterwards, the dispenser dropped a key thing, so I tried to use that to unlock the chest, and inside I found a portal gun with 5 iron. This portal gun was super useful, since I could use this to get to places I normally wouldn't be able to. So I tried out going to the blue door, and inside I found a sign that said teleporter room. The Ender Pearl Railroad that had a 3 color code combination. I figured I needed some kind of key to get past this point, so I tried going to the orange door. This led to another hallway with a hole in the ceiling that we saw from earlier down below. I didn't want to take fall damage, so I opened the portal below and jumped in. And then I realized the blue door from earlier that we couldn't get to, now we can. So I went over there, and inside I found a chest with a single carrot inside, along with a sign that said do not eat. So I went back, since there wasn't much else for me to get, back through the hole and dropped down. And I realized I could use this carrot to lead the pig into the pressure plate. I thought something would happen, but it looked like I was going to need to push the villager out of the pressure plate. So I opened the portal and hit him out. And boom, this looks like a color combination for the Ender Pearl Railroad. I went back up and I memorized the 3 colors, magenta, pink, and blue, and I put that in the code. I had to double back to craft a minecart, which was simple, and afterwards I hopped in. I was teleported into another room, and with just 1 minute left, I knew I had to rush this. I didn't have much time, so I ran into the next room where I had to clear my inventory with a staircase on the side and a crafting table. The next room was the hard part, because as soon as I tried to get through, some arrows pushed me out of the way. I tried again, but this time I tried running. This was going to have to work. I fell down the same way as I did before. I realized there was a sign that said what's inside, and I figured I would go into the lava to catch a sneak peek. And I saw there was a small opening, so I right clicked until I opened up a hidden chest with an axe, sapling, wood, and a bonsai pot. I placed that down and I was able to grow a miniature tree, and then I realized I could use the wood to help me cross the bridge. So I ran in and placed the wood behind me to stop myself from falling. But again, I just wasn't good enough. I was only going to get so many tries, so this had to be it. But then I realized how bad I am at Minecraft, so I ran back in. This was gonna be it. This was here or never. This time I went slower, 1 block at a time. But I had to be quick or else the arrows would kill me. And soon enough, I made it. I made it across the bridge. 5 seconds left. This had to be the final door. I jumped in. And I made it. This is the story of how I escaped Minecraft's hardest escape room. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, comment down right now. I was here. You were here. We were here for this moment. YouTube says you'll love this video, so click on it now.